Boom! What's up, YouTube? It's time to get it. It's time to show up and it's time to put that work in. Today, I'm excited because I have a very important video to share with you guys. As most of you know, I have joined the US military, and it basically was one of the best decisions that I've made, but not only just in terms of doing something more meaningful with my career, but is very beneficial in terms of the finances. So, as of right now, I am active duty, but if you're planning to do guard or reserve, this video may not be as helpful. But I feel like active duty has the most benefits to it financially. And let's say that you're on the cusp of deciding whether you want to join the US military, or let's say you just want to switch careers like I did, then this video will be very beneficial to you guys because I'm going to give you the top 7 financial benefits of joining the military. Now, keep in mind, again, I am fairly new, so I don't know all of the ins and outs. But as far as what I know right now, these would be the top 7 for me personally. And hopefully by the end of this video, if you're on the fence of whether you want to join or not, this could help you make that decision as we build towards improving our finances. Because at the end of the day, this is a financial channel still, even though I'm switching up a bit of the content. And I want to help you guys towards your journey of financial freedom, living the life that you want on your own terms. So without further ado, let's just jump into the top 7 financial benefits of joining the military. So let's start with the financial benefit number 1, and that is, of course, free housing. Now, most of you who live on your own or live with someone else understand the rent costs, and cost of housing is insane nowadays. Everything has been skyrocketing ever since COVID, and it's just ridiculous. So the benefit of joining the military, especially active duty, is that they pay for your housing. So if you're E1 to E3, which is basically just newer airmen, you basically live in the houses for free in the dorms. And if you're E4 or above, or you're married, you basically get a BAH, which stands for basic housing allowance. And what this is a stipend that you can use to either pay for an apartment, or you can use it to pay for your mortgage. So that's a great way to build equity for free. If some of you are interested in that, maybe get into real estate investing, then that's a huge benefit that you guys can jump into as far as free housing. Cool. Benefit number 2 is they pay for healthcare. Now, this is huge because healthcare costs in America, again, have been rising, just like real estate prices have been rising. The average cost for premiums are around $400. I did the research online. Hopefully that's accurate. But still, that's insane. When I was working at my job at Vitamin Shop, they covered a portion of it, but I still was paying $150 a month out of pocket for insurance, and that doesn't even cover copays and things like that. When you join the military, you get enrolled into a plan called TRICARE, and they basically cover your premium so you don't have to pay anything out of pocket. And as far as I know, you don't have to pay any copays as long as you stay in network. Everything is basically free for healthcare. So that is a huge benefit and another cost saver, especially if you're looking to cut back on expenses and save a bit more towards investing for your own freedom. This would be a huge benefit nowadays for most people. Now let's go to benefit number 3, and that is they pay for food. Now, groceries can be one of the higher costs for people. If you live on your own, groceries can range from about $250 to $450 a month. Obviously, if you have children or if you have a partner, the costs are going to increase a bit. But what the military does is they give you a stipend again, but this one's called the basic allowance for sustenance, and they essentially give you about $450 a month to cover all your food costs. And as you can see, if you're living on your own, that is exactly the amount that on average most single people spend. So I'm literally saving a ton of money not having to buy groceries like I did when I was a civilian. And I'm essentially redirecting that money towards investing and saving. So that is a huge benefit if you are considering joining the military. Now, benefit number 4 is that if you're planning to go to school, that while you're active duty, they will pay for your school. They have a program called Military Tuition Assistance, which gives you approximately $4,500 a year to take college classes. Now, obviously, your main focus is your job while you're here in the military, but you could still take maybe one class every quarter. So maybe 4 classes a year. They cover all of it, depending on if you do online classes, which is a bit cheaper. And also keep in mind that you do get access to the GI Bill, so you're basically going to get your college degree for free, which is a huge benefit. That now, if you realize there's a huge bubble with student loan debt, it's in the trillions as of this moment. So obviously, if you're looking to stay out of it, if you're 18 and still haven't decided what you want to do with your life, joining the military is a huge benefit, especially if you're planning to go to school, because you won't have any of that college debt and you'll still be getting paid while you're in the military. So you'll be ahead of all your peers. Then let's go to benefit number 5 and the GI Bill. Just to piggyback off of the last benefit, the GI Bill is a program that essentially pays for your school. Now, there's the post 9/11 bill and the Montgomery one. I believe the Montgomery is being phased out. So the post 9/11 one is the best one to go with, in my opinion, because not only do they pay for school, they also give you a housing stipend if you're in school full time. So essentially, it's a BHA while you're out of the military, or you can even use it while you're in the military. Let's say you want to transfer from active duty to reserves and you want to go to school, you can essentially use the GI Bill and they'll pay for your housing while you go to school and still can serve in a limited role instead of your active duty role. So that's a huge benefit right there. From what I know, you can either use up to $20,000 a year or 80,000 over the term of 48 months. So it depends. I'm still iffy. I haven't used the GI Bill, so I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I believe this is the amount that you will get. So it is capped. It's not like you're going to be able to keep going to school for free. Once you use that limit, the money runs out. But keep that in mind when you're deciding if you want to go to school or not and joining the military, because you'll be debt free and you'll be ahead of most of your peers around that age. So, benefit number 6, and this is a huge one because I'm looking to get into real estate investing, and that's the VA loan. So, the VA loan, you pay zero down payment. Now, with housing prices being as insane as they are, the down coming up with a down payment for a house, let's say that it's 400,000. If you were to pay maybe 20% on that house, can't do the math in my head right now, but it's a lot of money. So thinking of having to save that money in order to get into a home is ridiculous. You'll be waiting forever in order to save that up. But with the VA loan, they basically waive the down payment. Now, there are fees associated with the loan itself. I believe it's around 3%. But I would rather come up with 3% of the house price rather than 20%. So you still will need some money, but it's not as much as with a conventional loan or an FHA loan. So you do save some money that way. And the biggest thing with the VA loan is that you can still purchase multifamily up to 4 units. So if you're looking to do real estate investing, maybe with duplexes, triplexes, you can still be able to do that with a loan, get in for 0% down, and then begin your investing journey that way. So that's what I'm looking to do and help me build the life of freedom that I want. Next, we'll go to the 7th and final benefit, and that is the TSP, which is basically like a 401k plan for the military. They match just like a 401k plan up to 5%, and it's dollar for dollar. So this is a huge benefit. I know some companies only do 50 cents per dollar you invest, but this is dollar for dollar match. I basically just do the match for 5% because I really want to focus on investing in my dividend growth income portfolio over this. This is just, I'm going to take the free money because it's free money at the end of the day. Investing doesn't matter because you signed a contract, so you ain't going nowhere. Basically, you're going to stay here until your contract runs out. So it's not like you can switch jobs and then you lose the benefit. No, you stay here until your contract runs up and then you can use it. You can roll it over at the end of your contract. Or if you want to stick it out for the 20 years, perfect. Stick it out for the 20 years. And it's like a blended retirement program because you also get a bit of your pension and you also have this to rely on as well. So those are the 7 financial benefits of joining the military. Hopefully this can help you decide whether you want to join or whether you want to switch careers. I highly recommend, if you're young, if you're 18, 19, 20, and you have no idea what direction you want to go in with your life, to completely consider joining the military because there are so many benefits and you'll be way ahead of your peers. And get around the right people and they can help you in terms of investing, saving money, and putting you in the right direction. And that's the huge benefit with the military. Is it's like a family. Everybody wants to help you succeed in life. So that's also another benefit that is not even financial, but it'll help you overall in life. And if you're planning to switch careers too as well. So this is an amazing benefit. I made the decision to do it in my 30s, completely reinventing myself. And honestly, it was one of the best decisions I've made. I have no regrets so far. No regrets so far. Obviously, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, as you guys can see on the news. But so far, great decision. I'm happy with it. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the 7 benefits. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe if you want any more information on what it's like in the military, what the dorms are like, what the housing on the military is like, what it's like to be active duty. Please leave a comment below. I'll get back to you guys. I want to make sure I respond to everybody's messages as quickly as I can. And that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoy your day. Have an amazing summer. Peace. I will talk to you guys soon.